After many bad experiences as an atheist who didn't believe in anything and prided myself in letting everyone know it, the Lord entered my life 9 years ago and changed it dramatically. The outcome was the arrival of Rev. Thx Reverend for short, taken from the Bible Revelation chapter 3 verse 7, the angel of the Church of Philadelphia. Disclaimer: I am not a minister and far from perfect. Some of my music has a lot of strong language in it, but if you listen to it and hear what I am saying, you will see the Lord working in my life and on it at the same time. I evolved from a street hustler into a positive voice trying to make a difference in the world. I know people don't want to hear about the Lord and what He has done for me, but some people do, and those are the ones I am trying to reach. If you are not one of these people, that just means that your life is perfect and you don't need anyone or anything, and that is fine. Or you can't believe in what you can't see, feel, or talk to. Everyone needs someone or something at some point in their life, and the day will come that you will find yourself on your knees like me, Reverend Thx Atheist, who prided himself on letting people know it. The Lord will come to your side and change your life, regardless of what you have said about Him or how you blamed Him for all your problems. But one thing is for sure: you will never say no to what is asked of you when you know that He is real and that He can change your life. Winking face. After hustling and doing all kinds of things that the law, society, myself, and Lord frowned upon, it was time to take my destiny head on. After nearly dying for the last time, the Lord spoke to me and said, "You have given everyone and everything your time but me, but if you want, that can all change." The Lord charged me the task of telling the world what I had been through and how it made me strong in my faith. I began to testify every chance I got, but just wasn't reaching enough people to make a difference. I learned graphic arts with the help of the Lord and started thewaygraphics.com, where I created unique graphics that pointed out the obvious about politics, people, and life in general. But that wasn't enough to satisfy my hunger to share how the Lord delivered me from death's door, and I need to show I was grateful for Him saving and changing my life. Then one day I noticed how music was changing in a negative way, and the neighborhoods that I grew up in were right behind it. I knew it was becoming a problem when my daughters, nieces, and nephews were singing words to a song that I thought were inappropriate. Then one day it came to me through prayer that I was going to use music to make a difference in the community and the world, but how was I going to do that? I listened to many artists and observed people freestyling and sat in on many studio sessions. Then I tried my hand at writing my first track called "The Day Has Come," featuring the talented young pro from Chester, PA. It was not bad, but it sounded like it had no soul to it, and the people from the block laughed at it and told me give it up, but I didn't. Everything changed one day when I got angry over someone from the block disrespected me, calling me a joke. I had done so much for people, giving them work to help them feed themselves and their families, and to call me a joke was to call the Lord a joke. The Lord inspired me and provided the opportunities that I shared with them to make money, so I stepped in front of the mic that day and freestyled my first track, one take with no hook, called "Snapping." I released all my anger and frustration on the track rather than act on it in a negative way, something that I would not have done in the past. When it was done, I drove through the hood with it blasting and pulled up to the places where everyone hung out, to let them know I was angry and to see what their reaction to my track will be. The response was just what I need to find my voice and trigger to be able to freestyle at will, to redirect my anger in a more positive way. Most all of my tracks are freestyle but not perfect, but you get the point that I was on a mission in developing my style quickly with the help of the Lord. I would go on to create many more tracks that most were done freestyle and in one take. The only problem was that I was losing my focus of promoting a positive messages of change in the Lord's glory. Instead, I was dumping all my anger, usually caused by people disrespecting